one of the worst networking event experiences I have ever had. And funny enough, it was the first time I'd ever been to a networking event as well. Bear in mind, at this point, I was in a career in IT before I was in this job I went networking for, and I genuinely thought that networking was about networking in terms of IT. So I didn't even know the term networking. Anyway, I turned up at this event, and I think it was even a BNI, and I turned up. There was loads of people in suits. It was quite corporate then. I'm talking, this was like 2015, so everything was still quite corporate-y. And I went there, and then they said you have to introduce your business and what it is you do. Now, at the time, I was working for a signage company, and I didn't have a single clue about sign. I'd literally just joined this company just to do some admin stuff, and just to get some money, and I had no clue, and I got sent to this networking event, and again, no training, didn't know what to do. I didn't really know how to network. I just literally showed up, and I went there, and I had the worst experience because I didn't know what to say. I wasn't prepped on, I didn't really know much about the company, and I made myself look like a right twat. And it was just awful. And I just stood up, I was like, we do signage. That was it. There was no USP, there was no tone or quirkiness to it, there was no call to action, there was absolutely nothing, and it was just awful. And I absolutely hated the experience. I was like, yeah, networking is shit. Like, we're supposed to go here and just get business. Not on at all. Fast forward to 2020, God, 10 years later, that's completely changed now. And the one thing that I would suggest when you go to a networking event, especially one where you have to introduce yourself to the room, is just practice a very, very simple 20-second pitch on, and it doesn't have to be a pitch as in a sales pitch, but it's practicing something whereby you know what you're doing, you know what you're trying to sell, you know what problems you solve, and you can do that. You like who you are, what is it you do, and what problem that you solve. If you can do that in 20 seconds confidently, and that comes with practice, you'll nail the introduction at a networking event. Now, let me see how I can help you with your networking strategy. Book in a free 15-minute call using the link somewhere around this video. See you there.